This is
Gotta put on some chapstick.
This is just early bird special bonus show.
Ashy dick.
The old lube in a tube is what I call it.
Tries me out.
Thank you.
My Yelp reviews: Joe's toothy. Very good. Oh, you got it. All right.
Thank you.
Live doesn't look very live on Facebook.
Yeah, you can smell my sandwiches.
Yeah, camera's not helping this angle for me, is it? Jesus Christ.
Looks good here on my phone.
Okay, there it is. It's just laggy.
I'm at
I'm
me.
gonna put this in between us, Jefferson. Oh, she's on to me. She's like, you got peanut butter and jelly.
All right, we're starting.
And shared.
Tell you what, she can sip all she wants. I got a zipper because I'm human. Human wins against oyster every time.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We call this show Pipe Dream, and oysters will win every time.
No, the other way around.
Damn it!
Human.
Human will win against
Human
oysters. So that's why I didn't want to say it, because it was too wordy.
Yep.
Every time.
So which one of you guys drinks dish detergent? Because that was some foamy shit in the toilet.
I will answer that question. Welcome to the show. My friends call me 3D, to the potentially most interactive comedy radio show on the planet, show 211. Jefferson is here.
Hi.
Joe is here. Find us live on Facebook and YouTube. Go to comedypipe.com. Find us on Facebook, Comedypipe, hashtag Comedypipe. Jefferson will be reading Comedypipe hashtag.
All the comments.
All the comments
Facebook,
on the Twitter. You can Skype us.
Twitter up there.
Call the show.
Rocking.
And this is the oddest introduction I think I've ever given someone.
Why is
so
that?
we're gonna bring some skippy crowd music. I should know it every time.
You got to fix that.
Our guest this evening, the one and only Mike O'Donnell, with the foamiest pee on the planet.
All right. At least I'm known for something.
Doesn't it sound like they're chanting Eddie in that thing there?
Odie.
Oh, okay. All right. That works.
That works, right?
You always cheer for somebody to OD. This is great.
One moment in time.
So, Mike, welcome to the show. The toilet has seemed to perplex you, as it does many of our guests.
The fact that it doesn't have a flush
Yes,
button.
where is the flush button? The flush button is in the basin. It's the white dot if you need it.
All right, there's three guys that kind of cohabit down here from what I see. I'm not touching anything at the base of anything
No,
here.
it's
That's
in a
wicked
fine
smart.
spot. It's in a fine
The
spot.
rule I live by is just not touch the base of anything.
Well, the
When you
honest
touch
thing-
the button on top, it sounds like it's going to pull your arm off.
Yeah,
It really does.
If you need to poop, you just like sit on it and flush the toilet.
It's a
and it does the
fucking
work
power
for you.
toilet.
There will be no pooping for me here.
No,
Don't
just-
worry.
It's like your basement's a mile high. When you
Yeah,
press that.
yeah.
If you're sitting on that toilet and you hit that flush button and you have a good seal going between your ass and the bowl, you might
Yikes.
lose an intestine.
Yeah.
It has some serious power.
I don't know where she's going.
Oh, Lucy.
Hey,
And we have,
We have
a
Christmas dog.
Christmas
this is Lucy, everybody. Come here.
Lucy, the Christmas
Lucy, over here.
dog.
with the
There we
most
go.
adorable Christmas sweater I've seen, with LED blinking lights. She's a good dog. Lucy the dog.
Do you get bonus points for taking her to an ugly sweater party with that sweater on?
You know, my thing is if I took her anywhere right now other than here, I would have women flocking to me.
Good point.
I'm gonna say, if you're going to an ugly sweater competition with the dog in that sweater, you have to be wearing a matching sweater. The dog's going up the stairs.
She's fairly tame. Come on down, Lucy.
I don't know what's up there.
She's going to be sleeping with Odin in a minute.
yeah. I'm gonna find her way to my son. We'll join the YouTube chat, see if our good friend Dave Canyon with the Dumbing It Down with Dave podcast is tuned in.
Tweeting the hell out of us
Tweeting are these recent tweets? You look at the date over in the right, because they're probably not all recent. It just kind of goes through all of the tweets.
Gotcha.
So if you tweet us, Jefferson,
That one was from 4 minutes ago.
4 minutes.
I started a live stream on YouTube.
Oh, I don't even know how that happened. I don't.
Wow. You've been hacked.
No, or technology is doing what it's supposed to do and help me not think
Nice.
and just do everything for me.
Nice.
Wouldn't that be great, Mike? If just technology just did what you want.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that's you said you were running a computer up until recently that was still running Windows 95.
Very recently,
and I
yeah.
would be so frustrated at everything.
it just
with that.
if it's not broken, I'm not going to mess with
Like,
it. If it works, I'm good with it.
Did Internet Explorer at that version like open any web page? It wouldn't open Comedypipe, I tell you that.
You can obviously see that I've been visiting your page a lot.
You did say you did listen to at least some of last week's show.
Yeah, at least half of it.
And there was one topic that Joe missed that came up in the green room that I had forgotten about until it was brought up again, and it was brought up in a very weird conversation, and I have to give him a lot of credit for the amount of likes and shares on this week's post, giving Mike O'Donnell so someone reached out to Mike and said they were going to be tuning in, and he warned them about the show, and the individual says what any man would. It's fine, it's nothing I haven't heard before. But he mentioned one of the topics that came up last night was stale cum. And the debate about.
I remember that.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
kind of hits you.
Yeah,
That's
like how
so
long
funny.
does it like before it? What's the expiration date? It's instant.
Pretty much, yeah.
Stale cum.
That's what I thought. Like if it hits
So-
the floor, don't just I got towels.
So if you are listening,
It's not sexy anymore.
this
Sorry,
is-
Father.
If you pull it off your chin and take a nibble, it's like no, that was old. It was old. It didn't. No, you don't eat the fucking darts that don't hit the board.
So yes, this was shared on my alumni page,
Yes.
and it's off to just a wonderful start for my
Awesome.
proud Christian college in the middle of
Yeah,
Kansas right now.
Awesome.
Hey, you're doing comedy now. That's all that matters. Now,
Yes.
are
Christians have a good sense of humor.
are most of the people that liked and share, are they local or are they from Texas?
This one, I would say that the shares were mostly Texas.
Okay.
The likes, I guess, were Texas. It seems like
All
it was mostly friends from high school.
Okay. So people are potentially listening to this on the
I know much better.
on their commute driving home, because this would kind of be rush hour time.
What time is it's 8 o'clock?
3 hours, yeah, 8. So it's
Well, no, in
5:36.
Texas it's 7. It's 1 hour difference.
Oh, well,
So-
depends on where you are in Texas, right?
No.
No, Texas is
That's
only-
not how time zones
Texas is only
work.
an hour. Well, you don't know. I think there's a bunch of states.
There's some that cut through the middle
Yeah.
of a state,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
but it's
sounds-
still
I
the
thought
the
Texas-
sun.
I thought
The
Texas
sun
was
doesn't
enough.
give a shit.
I think El Paso is in the mountain time zone, but other than that, it's all central time zone. 1 hour difference.
Well, he even said El Paso may be in mountains.
No, El Paso is, but
Yeah,
see?
but the sun.
See?
The sun isn't like, all right, well,
No,
you're on this side,
No,
fuck
I
you.
don't give a shit about time zones. And, time zones don't make me.
it's for
angry.
navigation generally.
Gotcha.
Yes.
That's where it came from. Time zones for navigation.
Yeah, and the longitude and latitude and time zones and magnetic variations in the planet and stuff.
Just checking.
Well,
good,
it's not
good thing
navigation.
science doesn't mean anything anymore.
So I just thought like people from around the country eventually got together and were like, "Wow, I'm really tired." Yeah, me too. It feels like I'm like it's really late at night. And I'm like, I feel like I just woke up because I just woke up. Oh, wait a minute. The sun is different where you just came from? Yeah. That somebody had to have that premonition.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, that was a tangent. I thought I had a point on. Thanks.
Somebody was tired and
Yeah, time zones.
Oh.
When they finally met because somebody's just going to bed.
oh, you're
somebody's just
talking about
waking up.
jet lag.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
Time
what-
zones came out way before jets.
Yeah, it's-
That's true.
that was where my point was going.
Gotcha.
That's like, how did they even figure that out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
So-
they put too much thought into it.
Let's get back to the
Is the sun up? Yep.
Yeah.
Is the sun down? Mm-hmm.
the daylight savings. That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure that everybody was taught when the sun is straight above you, it's noon.
Yeah,
So
that's-
wherever you are, it's noon when the
Thank you for simplifying that.
There we go.
So-
And if you're in Alaska, go fuck yourself. It comes up, then it does a little arc, and then it leaves.
That must suck.
Have fun with your shotgun. Because it's dark a lot.
You get an hour of shotgun time in Alaska.
No, it was a suicide joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
A lot of toe triggers sold in Alaska.
That's what I know about Alaska.
Toe trigger.
You can't rent one of those, can you?
No.
That'd be a weird guy to meet in Alaska. Like, what do you do? I'm a toe trigger smith.
Toe trigger? Yeah, for a shotgun.
How many words did the Eskimos have for that?
Yarn.
So Joe had an interesting show this weekend.
Yeah.
You want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. My opening act about Priscilla dying and him and his son sniffing coke off his wife's tits at the Thanksgiving table. Yeah, it was my misogyny minute. And it was broadcast out into the mall.
The whole mall.
I think so. Yes.
Awesome.
Out into the mall.
Lots
Yes.
of curses
Through the whole
were said.
at a place. There's a comedy club, but the outside of the comedy club is a very kid-friendly place. So I made some therapist
An aquarium.
a lot of money that night.
An aquarium.
Yeah, the fishbowl.
Mommy,
That's what I'm calling
And
it from
pissed
now on.
Flipper
Mommy,
off
what's a
pretty
cunt?
badly.
Was that
Kids asking their mom, "What's a cunt?" They heard you say it.
something? Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, I needed to stop. I thought it was like on the inside. Like they were like, oh, there's something wrong with the sound. And I kept going and talking. I was like, no, the sound sounds fine. It's fucking great. You know, everything's cool. And I didn't realize while I was saying that, I'm going out into outside of the club. Yeah. Yeah. And then the producer comes in and I keep going. You're like, oh, she's doing the stop sign, you know, doing it across the neck.
Wave,
You know,
yeah.
the wave I like, no, stop. And I'm
Always
like,
what you want to see when
Yeah,
you're on
oh, yeah,
stage. That's
yeah.
always the best sign. Is,
yeah. And the other guy, the sound guy was like, oh, we're having a problem with the sound, but I kept talking and everything sounded normal for the club we were in. Everything sounded fine. And then she came in and was, you know, doing the stop thing and all that. And I was like, I looked at the mic and I started talking. And I was like, no, everything's okay. We'll just keep going. And then she said, you're broadcasting out into the mall. And then I started to sweat.
yeah, you did. You really, really did.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that looks like me.
Get him a towel.
I was
quick.
like, he's gonna stroke out.
Yeah, my first thought was, did I say fuck? I go, oh, yeah. Totally.
I just like the fact that in his first minute and a half of doing comedy, he's dropped the F-bomb and the cunt. I mean, like, God,
Coke
Don't-
off Ma's tits.
Right.
I get right
don't
to the
save
marrow.
anything for the end.
Yeah.
Well, I was hosting. It's a strong open.
Yeah,
Coke off Billy Fusillo's mom's tits.
Yeah.
Classic right there. Classic.
Hey, I think
Yeah.
it drew a couple people in.
That's what I heard.
Two people, I believe, came in after that.
I just imagine some lady diving for her kid playing skee ball. My baby, you know, just trying going for the ears. You know?
Some 2-year-old stomping around. Cunt.
Oh yeah, they were upset. No, I mean, the manager people, they were just like, you know, grumbling, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, fucking can't give us a hard time, dude. Yeah.
Not me.
It was great.
You were supposed to close the door and not broadcast.
And I got an applause break at the end. I was like, because I was like, oh, I really, because they kept saying, stop, you know, the sound, there's a problem with the sound. That's what they kept saying, but I kept hearing everything fine. And then, you know, you're broadcasting through the whole place. And
The
that's when
mic is working perfectly.
I held the mic away from my mouth at that point and was like, I just said to the audience, I really do have to stop now.
Yeah, and two of them were upset about it.
Yeah, it was
how long was the intermission?
probably 10, 15.
Nice,
It
okay.
got to the point where I was like, we just got to grab
got
the auxiliary stuff. We just got to get the extra stuff because
Yeah.
they can figure out which cable went into the a-hole that caused this problem. So, yeah, it was a spaghetti back there.
Technical difficulties.
Adventures in
Always fun.
comedy. That's what I
Yes.
call it. Adventures in comedy. And the one thing I took away from it, from that was I wouldn't have gotten off the stage. I shouldn't have. I didn't like run
Yeah.
away. I was like, okay, we're having a problem with the sound, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go help with this. And I should have stayed up.
Just turn the mic off. and
Once
talk
you
to
put
crowd.
once you
Yeah.
put the show in first gear, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't
Especially
you can't neutral
if
it
you were
again.
getting laughs and things were going well. Yeah,
I agree. It was a small enough room that I
Just-
think that we could have gotten by without a microphone. I know it would have been awkward
Well,
until we
I
got
could-
it fixed. or-
Yeah, I can cover the 15 just rapping with people in the audience and stuff. That's not a problem. But that's what I took away. Is don't get off. Once you put it in gear, keep it going.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on that. It was an interesting show without a doubt. You should have what we should have done is gone out and gotten license plates and then come back and just started making an announcement that people left their lights on. That, there's a kid left in the car on this, and just start going through the list. That would have been fun.
I think that guy just got life. The guy left his kid in the car for like 9 hours while he went and sexted a bunch of bitches.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I don't even know that one. I worked in the news for a long time. I've covered a bunch of those where people forget that they left their kid in there. And in Texas, it's
Hot.
yeah, it gets there pretty quickly.
That's a common thing.
Unfortunately, I know I've covered at least 4 or 5 of them.
But did they die?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, you don't hear about the survivors like,
Yeah.
tonight on CBS 6 News,
Yeah,
No,
a
it's
kid got really sweaty, but he's okay.
really sweaty.
No, it's only the dying ones. Hey, who's trying to eat? We're going to tell you about
guess,
dead kids fucked up.
The news only covers what they want to cover.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, that's
certainly what I wanted to cover.
well,
The news. It's emotional negative entertainment at this point.
it's
I tried to watch it. It's just like, it's good as. I always try to scare the shit out of you. It's good as snow. Everybody's out to get you.
They want
good
to
snow.
they want to scare white middle class women is what they want to do. Is scare.
Oh, they're good at it.
That's who they're trying to scare.
Yeah, they're good.
They are.
Well, not Fox News. Fox News is trying to scare the average white man. That's why they just have babes on every freaking program.
Oh no, Lena Dunham does that. She's
Yeah. Oh, she's
Babes?
scary.
Dunham's on Fox.
No.
That's very funny.
No.
Well, Stacey Dash is. Why not?
she's crazy. Did you see how my lips didn't move when Jefferson said that?
She's crazy. What?
Crazy.
Oh,
And her
yeah.
pussy's an Audi. She was in Playboy. I checked it out.
Her pussy is an Audi.
Yeah.
Well, Jefferson learned Joe something in the
looks
green
like-
room. So somebody else had pretty much an Audi with the
What?
Oh,
Time
China
out.
the wrestler.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
She had a thumb clit. You said
Yeah.
baby's thumb.
Yeah, that was scary.
clit like a baby's thumb.
Awesome. Baby's thumb.
I don't know. I'd be like, because she was always like, I'm feminine, I'm strong, but I'm also a woman, and guys.
She had a
used to say
weird
stuff like
feminine
that.
voice.
Right, with a big jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
feminine.
and huge titties, and
And those were the real thing.
but then it's like, but like if I tried to put myself there in my mind, like, I'm gonna go down on her, and it's like, whoa, like she has a dickish. Yeah, like
The
That's
more
my
I play
clit.
with it, the larger it gets.
that's my clit. I don't care what you call it. That's not what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's my puppy. I don't know.
She later became Bruce Jenner.
What do you do with a thumb clit? Because you're kind of gay at that point.
Your thumb
You
wrestle.
seriously, you are. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, she's
1, 2,
chick,
3,
but if she's
4.
got a thumb clit, you're just
I
like,
declare a thumb war.
if you get on a thumb clit, you've crossed the line. Thumb war.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is a clit war. I don't know what's going on right now.
Do you see the thighs on her? She'd win every time. Crunch.
And remember, nobody wins in war.
Not even clits. Wow, the size of thumbs. So yeah, stale cum.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hi, Coach.
Thumb clits. Yeah, we're just laying it all out there.
I'm not saying I
First
wouldn't
20
do
minutes.
it. I think I would.
She's
I think
dead now. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not really in it.
Oh, then definitely.
All right.
Let's not speak ill of the dead.
We're speaking out. We're speaking back.
Oh, yeah. Because once you're there, I mean, you can't. I mean, if you care about her or something you like her or something like that,
Hey.
and you go down and it's
It's
just
your
like
thing. It's your thing.
boy yo yo yo, sticking out like a bounce check.
I wouldn't be
Just-
touching China in general, regardless of clit, but that's just me.
All right.
China.
Yeah, she's no Grace Jones.
Had nothing to do with.
You
vagina
love Grace
or-
Jones.
Yeah, bucket list.
Bucket list.
Yep, her and Pep.
Hell.
Not salt. Just pep.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Who push it?
Spinderella watching. Just
I like
spinning
Spinderella,
tunes,
man.
yeah.
Come on, that's be easy
Nothing's
now.
wrong with spin. No, I'm saying just. No, I'm just saying.
He made a
spin there.
fist. He
Spin
made a
there.
fist when he
I've
said
had a
that.
visit.
Spinderella was always behind the DJ table.
Yeah,
Just have
yeah.
her sitting there watching.
I got you. She provides a soundtrack.
There
Yeah,
you
we
go.
know who
I got you.
Spinderella is.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
My kid's fucking sings Ice Ice Baby all day.
Really?
He sings Ice Ice Baby. He started singing Move It.
What do
I
you,
like to move it, move it.
What do you listen? Is he listen to like the '90s pop channel while he's sleeping or something? What the?
Move It was on a Disney movie.
Right, that's what I was about to say. They're
Yeah,
all on
kids'
movies now.
movies.
Kids
Oh, okay.
movies. Sad, I don't have any kids, but I know
Yeah,
this.
Ice Ice Baby is my wife.
That's fucking right. I don't have any kids, but I know this. I'm not on the list.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm sitting on the couch.
That's fucking
He's running around the house watching this movie periodically, and this song kicks in, Move It.
Huh.
He sits there, watches it, and then just starts going, move it, and then would run, come back, move it. So I had to.
So how does he know Ice Ice Baby? What movie is that in?
Oh no, that's all my wife's doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why would you do that?
She's been doing that to him since he was like 1.
Why?
Trying to get him to talk, I guess. I don't know. It was entertainment for all of us when he's screaming his face off, and then he'd start laughing. I don't. Other than, yeah, I don't know. It's giving him some culture. I don't know what that culture is, but
It's definitely white trash.
you know,
There's-
I don't know.
no question about it.
Vanilla Ice was a.
Does she let him listen to the song where he does scat rap?
He was such a great
I don't
artist.
think so.
No.
No.
Vanilla
Just
Ice was a
bad.
great artist.
No, he wasn't.
And we generally don't
He's
listen to
from
the
my
song.
neck of the woods.
She just sings it to him, and he sings it back.
Gotcha.
Jingle Bells has become the new fad.
Ugh. He shouldn't. Ice Ice
doesn't-
Baby is better.
Yeah, but he doesn't sing any of the rest of the song. He just sings Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
So he's just running around singing Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells.
And I understand your son's
Bells.
14. Is that what
14 and a half.
His favorite hat is a bucket.
Do you call him Tater Tot by any chance?
Yep,
How old is he?
3.
All right.
Yeah,
Still a bucket head.
that part is true. Just run around with buckets on his head. He'll put anything on his head and run around.
Does he wear pants when he does this?
Yes. My child is generally clothed. He has not. He can and he knows how, but he generally does not take his
He's
clothes off.
3. He's hung like around Jeremy.
He's
gotta wear
jealous of your son's penis.
Well,
I've known him since he was. I've held
Since he
him.
was
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's been jealous for a while.
no,
He got jealous of the umbilical cord, didn't he?
when you're at a pool with a child, you're generally going to see a penis
All
on
right.
that child. It's your child. It's not somebody else's child. It's not an adolescent.
What the hell pools have you been to?
Yeah, but when Oda walks around naked, Mike's like, "Yup, I made that."
Yeah. No, if like he's got swim diapers on, but if he goes, I have to pee, you got to take the kid out of the fucking pool.
Ah.
So you take the kid out of the pool, he pisses his pants. Like it's changing a diaper. It's you know, if it's not a big production to go in the bathroom, you just change the fucking diaper.
Fair enough.
It's,
I don't have kids,
it's
so I
not
don't
like
know.
in the.
He's
we're
3. He's
doing
at
it
the
in
pool. He's
mall.
like, "It's on the left. I'm a righty."
It's not like we're at the mall in the middle of the food court. It was at.
I got you. Well, no, I know you said a pool. I
apartment
know.
pool. Yeah. You know,
There's no food court at a pool.
I just like the precedent that you're setting for your son, but I've never once in my life ever stepped out of the pool to take a piss. Not once.
So, that's
That seems pretty like, you know, like you're spending a lot of energy
Well, it's-
for
it's-
a very little payoff.
I
and
totally
he's
yes.
wearing a diaper that's super absorbent.
I
get it.
totally agree with
But
what he
it's
says.
part of
And,
potty training.
and if you're with a real friend and you do that, like I've never left the pool either. And if you're with a real friend, you'll be like over in the corner, warm spot.
Yeah,
Like, you'll tell-
yeah.
Stay away from there for a couple minutes till the filter does
See,
whatever.
but if you're real, yeah, I would say if you're real courteous, you'll go near the inlet of the filter. That way, it gets recycled.
Dispersed?
Yeah, well, it gets taken out of the pool the quickest, and it gets filtered at least somewhat. That's so at least it's
I'm
not
not
working.
sticking my dick anywhere
You
near
don't
the precipice of that black hole of
It's not a
suction. Fuck
fucking-
that.
It's the big freaking rectangle that you can't get your dick up to. I'm not asking you to hang over the side of the pool.
Do you
Put
ever
your dick
do you ever
in
see
it.
those stories where the kids like go down and sit on those fucking things to get their
Yeah,
assholes sucked
yeah.
out?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like, any
God.
any guy in Florida who tries to fuck a jacuzzi jet and he gets it stuck. Oh yeah, those are great.
The Florida man. Florida man is great. He does everything.
Florida man.
A Florida man. They're insane in Florida.
Oh.
apparently.
They are. Whenever something really shitty happens, I always ask myself, it's like, is it Florida or is it Texas? It's like there's a competition between the two, and I think Texas is losing right now.
Yeah. Florida man wins.
Right.
Because that's how it starts in the paper. You see, Florida man, you know,
Okay.
got eaten by a crocodile,
Yeah.
blew something up,
Fucking sinkholes.
ate a guy's face off of bath salts. I mean, come on.
Oh, that was great. He gnawed that guy like beef jerky. That was. I remember that.
Florida man is out of control.
Florida man. All
Florida
right,
man is
see,
fucked up.
I understand.
Yeah.
I have seen,
I lived
but I
there
didn't
for 2.5
realize it
years
was a
during college.
thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
No, I understand that Florida man.
I lived there for 2.5 years during college, and
2.5 years. He didn't graduate early. I don't imagine.
no, I give it. No, I was there finishing up my bachelor's. I left, and for the 2.5 years I was down there. They have laws for some reason.
That's it.
That's it. They don't do anything. Yeah.
Learn
Hmm.
me.
Well, like what?
It's lawlessness.
I don't know.
It's fucking crazy.
I haven't spent enough time. I mean, my father lives in Florida. I've been there multiple times. I've driven there. I've never been pulled over. I've never had to
Wait, where
deal
in
with the law.
Florida? That matters.
Tampa, Miami, Orlando.
Tampa. That's where I live.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like Georgia, though. That's like southern Georgia. It's not really part of Florida.
Right. Yeah. It's an open air jail.
I've heard that. I haven't spent enough time there. I just heard that.
Wow, Florida's crazy.
You ever see Escape from New York with Kurt Russell?
I didn't,
Tampa.
I didn't get that vibe. Not that I spent much time in any, I don't know, ghetto areas, if you will. We were there to
Oh, it
go to the
finds
amusement
no.
parks.
You don't have to go to the ghetto in
We
Florida.
went to the amusement park, so it's
It
off
finds
the highway.
it
and-
finds you.
well,
Florida is like the birthplace of the home invasion. Like it's,
I didn't have any problems there.
that's
Like,
where it was made up by some meth head one
I
night.
didn't
Like,
have
why
any
don't we just
problems.
fucking kick him in and tie him up?
And it was perfected in Miami.
I didn't have any. Yeah, I didn't have any problems in
Like
Miami.
a post office of shitty news.
The only problem I think I ever had in Miami, which wasn't a problem, it was me potentially overthinking, was I was at a convenience store buying beer, and everybody but me spoke Spanish, and the two guys behind me started having
Cerveza.
a conversation. And no matter what, I'm thinking they're talking about me.
Right, they were.
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they were speaking
A-
Spanish.
Anybody that's
Yes, but
listening,
no,
whenever
yeah.
anybody's speaking
Yeah.
another language, they're talking about you.
Yeah. I was like, all right. So, but then I'm like, all right.
Pendejo gringo.
Yeah.
What gave you that idea?
Like, but they don't have a choice. They don't know English. They're in Miami. Nobody knows English in
Right.
Miami.
Yeah, it's all. They all speak Cuban.
It's it's not English. Jesus Christ. So many. Just trying to have a conversation with the people at the front desk at the hotel we were at. That was kind of a ghetto hotel, but yeah, very, very little English. Like, how do you do business?
No, it's the same thing. If you go to Montreal, you get the same shit.
No, but they're pompous assholes about it. These people were very nice about it. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've yet to go to Montreal. I've heard, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're from America. Oh shit, they're gonna spit in my soup.
Yeah.
That's-
Fight Club.
yeah. I always go from Ottawa. Stay quiet. Point at the menu. I don't want any accent being heard until I'm done eating.
Just
Go Yankees! America, fuck you and your
Swing your hands
snails.
around like sign
Give a
language.
shitty tip. A little
How many rubles? I don't know.
WWJD for your tip. Over here. Sorry.
She's gonna start eating wires.
Yeah, that's my only concern. But no, she seems pretty good. She's
Once
just
she
a
lays
walker.
into it, it's best to just let
It's
her
legit.
finish.
In the green room, she did chew a rock in half.
Yeah, I don't.
It was
That is
amazing.
impressive.
Yes.
And it was like a piece of marble. It was not just like your average,
Like
unless
those
it was one of
decorative
those
garden
right
stones.
Yeah. But I don't know where she.
We heard
could've-
the crack, and it was like, "What are you eating?"
Yeah. She liked drywall whenever I rescued her. She took about half the wall of my first apartment with her. She
Where'd she leave it?
everywhere.
in the park is where I usually walked her. And I don't pick up dog poop. I don't.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
I see everybody else.
It's
I don't-
hard to do.
I don't. Like, I'm the asshole that just leaves dog poo around because I see everybody pick up their dog's poo.
Yeah.
And whenever their dog sees any other poo laying around, they fucking try to eat it. And I think it's because whenever they poo, they want to like mess with it, and the owner takes it away. And they're like, when he takes something away from a dog, all they want to do is want that more than anything in the world. So I'll let her sniff her own poo, leave it there. She doesn't want it. Some other dog can eat it. Everybody's happy.
So you're recycling.
Yeah, I mean,
That's,
other dogs want to eat poo, and now she doesn't.
There's wants and does.
Right. Well, I mean, I see how other people watch their dogs, so
I have a tough time with it just because I gag just about every time. Start picking up dog shit. I'm going. It's hard, man. Fresh dog shit is tough.
It is. It is.
I have a 3-year-old child.
Yeah, see,
That's
it's-
it. Let's just put
You're
that in
battle
perspective.
tested. That's what that is. So you laugh at me like, oh, you faggot.
Yeah,
But no, it's
I am military hardened at this point.
yeah.
Like
No, I'm
you will smell it. Like it'll hit my wife and I at the same time, and we look at each other and we're just like, "You motherfucker!
Yeah.
That is just horrible."
a rookie. I can't take it.
And
Kid poop.
it sucks.
Any
yeah,
poop.
well, yeah.
I'm not good
But
with it.
for whatever-
That's part of the reason.
Yeah.
That's natural. That's right.
Yeah. Early on, first.
Nobody brags about being good with shit.
Yeah, that's.
Did you read the resume?
No, I'm just saying. You
There's like
become-
nurses, doctors, and porn stars. They're like the only ones.
certain things you become numb to.
Porn stars.
Ugh.
Two girls.
To an extent, your own child's
Still
shit
not
smell.
numb.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that 2 Girls 1 Cup video. That was crazy, man. That girl, she squirted it out like she was Dairy Queen.
That
The
was
only way
rough.
they could make that better is make it scratch and sniff.
Just swirl, put some sprinkles on it.
Ooh.
Sprinkles. Yeah. Scratch and sniff 2 girls in 1 cup. No,
Yeah.
not a good idea.
No.
Sounded good in my head.
No.
That took a lot of discipline.
Well, what was the prep regiment for that?
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah, how do you work up to eating a cup of somebody's poo? Yeah, there's got to be some
Well,
process. Are you a method actor?
If I recall,
It starts being a poor Brazilian prostitute,
Well,
and then you go from there.
if I recall, the poo was very.
I don't care.
Ice cream like.
Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was soft serve.
Perfect soft serve. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the regiment.
Had a
is
nice
where I'm
pinch
going.
on the end and everything.
All right,
Like a dip
she,
cone.
She really should put some greens in her diet. I think.
I care about your fiber. Need one of these.
Yikes. That was rough.
So, how long have you been doing comedy? Mike?
I guess it's been 6-7 years right in that area.
Switching gears.
I kind of I don't know. I don't really keep track of stuff like that. Like I have no idea
no, just
when
get-
people's birthdays are.
yeah,
6-7 years.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking at is the average there. So the next logical question is, you're obviously doing it in Texas.
I was.
What the fuck are you doing here in New York? Texas is like I would totally go get the fuck out of here.
Right,
Texas.
right. Well, with the snow
You
on the
need to
ground
grow a
and
beard
everything
and hair
right
dye and get a new passport.
now. Right. I'm not allowed back in Texas. No, I made a shot for New York City. I was doing pretty good there. Not great, but and I lost my housing. My roommate kind of messed me over, so I'm staying with my
He's-
aunt and uncle here up in.
He's
upstate.
dead now, right?
No. It's a whole fun thing. I'll get. I
So
need to stay
let's
friends
just-
with people who owe me
Yeah,
money, though,
Yeah,
right?
life circumstances that.
No, he's fine. He's a car fender now.
He's swimming with the fishies. I turned Italian while I was there, but so I'm staying in Lake George, New York, which Lake George might be one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen in the summer, spring, and fall.
He called it
Okay,
a city.
yeah, no,
Or
yeah,
village,
yeah,
whatever. But
It's a
That's fine.
road.
No, Lake George is nice in the summer
yeah, right. It's
when shit's happening.
not so wonderful right now.
No, well, it's up more north, but yeah,
quiet.
the foliage
Come to
is
Lake George in the
nice.
winter. We have
Yeah,
bored
There is
cops.
no foliage anymore.
Huh?
It's just trees and snow now. Like
Well,
that.
no, and I'm talking in the fall.
Yeah,
time.
it was
it's
very nice then,
Like, do you have foliage like that in Texas?
No, we kind of go straight from
Just
they
green to
just
hell.
fall off
Yeah.
one night. I'm like, oh, there's
Yeah.
leaves.
So
Yeah.
my wife and I went to Burlington for our honeymoon in October, not to see the fucking trees. We went to go check it out. We hadn't been there, and we're at a hotel, and there's people from
Look how
Chicago
passionate the fucking
sitting
trees.
across from us. Yeah, eating breakfast with us, and they were old, so they had to start talking to us.
Right.
I was
That's
like,
what
I just
old
want to eat
people
my
do.
fucking bacon and get the fuck out of here. And like, oh, you guys from around here? We're like, kinda. Like New York. Like, oh, Chicago. These trees are so spectacular. And we're like, yeah, I see them in my backyard every day. So I don't really give a shit about these trees and this. Yeah, no, it was weird to hear the excitement of these people. And
I've seen the traffic, all the middle-aged jerk-offs on their motorcycles cruising up and down.
Fucking leaf peepers.
Right?
Yeah, the leaf peepers.
How boring of a life must you have to, like, that's my exciting trip of the week is I'm going to go to Vermont and look at leaves.
Yeah, they're hipsters. Because like I like June. I like the things
Old people from Chicago aren't hipsters.
No, but they are. They're like the AARP of hipsters. They're just
old and bored.
No, they're fucking douchebags.
Yeah,
June, July. No, everything's blooming. Everything's pretty. The trees are nice. No, I want to look at it while it's dying. Like what an asshole.
It's like I don't want to know in your life. Once you get your cancer diagnosis, that's when I want to hang.
Yeah, like yeah. They're changing color. Yeah, they do that in the fucking spring too, bitch. Like, and it's awesome. Everything's healthy and
When
nice.
they bloom.
No, I want to go when it's dying and chilly. Come on, Harold. Start the Volvo. Fucking grab the cheese. Don't forget the,
almost unarguable points he's making.
I know. It was kind of shocking.
Perfect logic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
Leaf peepers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to bring your wife on the back of your motorcycle to go look at leaves?
We're going to go in a hot air balloon that's going to hit power lines. I love Vermont.
No, if it's someplace we rented a hotel and I was guaranteed a BJ, yeah, hop on the back. We'll go look at some leaves and then.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, fall's awesome.
Yeah, fall. Hey, high five.
Yeah.
Is that your ticket to get a blowjob from your wife?
Shut the fuck up. That's why I went to Burlington. I'd drive 3 hours.
Burlington, here I come.
It's so pretty this time.
That's why you take the ferry.
Norman Rockwell's awesome. He's just a great
I
painter.
should have thought about that.
Yeah. Now you
I
know.
kept asking for Roadhead the whole time.
Well, you could have gotten Waterhead.
Yeah.
Wait till the baby falls asleep.
That is right.
I'd be double dipping. It would be like Road on Waterhead.
Yeah.
Just
What's
that? If you're on the ferry,
On the ferry to
going
go
to Burlington, in the car, getting head, you'd be like double dipping. Like it's like getting head on a boat and a car at the same time.
Let's be honest, though. If he's on a ferry, it's a totally different meaning.
Well, yeah, and they would be on him.
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt my feelings.
He just called you a bottom.
That one feeling.
He did. I called him a top, actually.
That hurt my
My
feeling.
bad.
Just the one I have.
Are we hurting Lucy's feeling?
Her feeling.
Lucy.
No, it's a weird thought. Like, you just put my brain in that space for a second. Like, would I be a top or a bottom if I was going to fuck it, dude? I don't know. I'd have to look at I'd have to Google Greek stuff and be like, is there a way we can both maintain our dignity standing up?
See,
Yeah.
I think
No,
I'd have
there
to go
isn't.
with the rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Method. Like
Just pure chance?
Except
just lay it like okay. Who's the top? Rock, paper, scissors. 2 out of 3.
I'd be more
You
like,
know?
oh, I'm leaving.
I'd be more like,
I mean, like, if we have enough time to play
That's
rock,
no,
paper, scissors, I'm leaving. I mean,
Joe's putting himself if he was into this.
oh,
If
I-
that
no,
was,
okay, say I'm forced into it. Like you're saying rock,
Well,
paper,
not forced,
scissors. You're in a
no.
cage. You're in a
If
gay
you're-
cage.
If you're being
Right.
forced, you're
I-
a bottom.
Well, no, I mean like well, no, they
Defies
put
force.
2 of you in a
You've seen
cage.
Shawshank. Come on.
They put two of you in a cage, and it's
You
like
gotta go
you
at
got to
it.
sort it out.
Yeah.
And if the guy said to me rock, paper,
is that a
scissors,
pun?
but by the time he got to scissors, I would be beating the ever loving shit out of him and just be like, I'm on top.
Right, you have to imagine anybody that's willing to settle it rock, paper, scissors, you probably could kick the shit out of.
Like one of us is gonna
Hey.
wind up fucking each other or we die. Like
Well,
okay,
it's gonna suck for both of you. No
Gay
matter
death
what,
match.
If that's not so, it's like all right. Do we beat the shit out of each other and still have to fuck, or we just do rock, paper, scissors and get this over with and try to survive?
Wow.
only one of us is gonna remember this song.
Hey.
Like Highlander.
What happened to the good topics like stale cum?
Yeah.
Hi, Coach.
The good topics.
If we keep talking about this, we'll find out.
Oh, Coach is Skyping in. Let's get him on the air here. I can only remember what his name was.
That would be fucked up. A gay cage match. Ooh.
I honestly believe that female MMA is so popular right now. It's because MMA fans feel a lot less awkward about having hard-ons watching the fights.
I think guys watch it going, I'm jealous. Wish I could do that.
MMA.
Yeah.
Frank Mir.
He-
Still
Never
alive.
like-
Still alive.
Still alive. Call
can
back
never
from
get
the
into
shed
that.
that no one will get.
MMA, the female MMAs, it's interesting. Like the rumors that I hear, like whatever, like on the internet and stuff, like Ronda Rousey's wicked horny and she fucks a lot before fights. I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
That was an article?
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, do you abstain from sex? Fuck no.
I know I wouldn't want to.
Do you think she's a top or a bottom?
She can be whatever the fuck she wants. She
Yeah.
beat the shit out of a dude.
She'll beat a shit out of a dude.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Just one shit.
yeah. She's got fucking leather knuckles. You ever see her?
No, I haven't seen her knuckles, Joe. I generally don't pay attention.
That's the first thing he
Yeah.
checks out.
Yeah,
He's
to
like
a woman's knuckles.
Pornhub.com. He's like, hairy
Yeah,
knuckles.
yeah.
It's one of the telltale signs. I'm gonna like this. I like a girl with working hands. Farm hands are nice. I mean, come on. Yeah.
If
They're not gonna be like,
if the gloves fit,
Yeah, like, Joe, you're not.
I need some mitts.
like, look at that. She's chucked some hay.
Yikes.
You should go to Kansas.
I was saying Texas. I'm going to some good
There's
work.
plenty of country girls in New York.
And
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
you
why
really
there's
only-
farmersonly.com here?
Seriously? Oh, I don't know if that's the thing.
I was in New York City and I couldn't believe that they had commercials for farmersonly.com
That
in
is
New York
real.
City.
That
Yeah.
is real.
Have you not seen the commercials?
No.
Oh, no, though. That's a
Here.
very real
No,
website.
there's
Wait,
farmland 5
Okay,
minutes
cool.
away. In that
Well,
direction,
no, I
so-
know. Upstate New York is more redneck than anything in Texas I've ever seen.
I
This is,
got lost in my phone for a sec. Farmersonly.com.
Farmersonly.com.
That's-
What is this now?
It's farmers only. It's for farmers hookup.
You have a
Oh.
smartphone right there.
Well, yeah, but he was already talking about it.
Right.
All right.
So this like just sounds like it could be very
It's.
devious.
I have not gone to it, but yeah, I mean, the
It's not-
commercials
It's
run.
not farm animals at all.
I
It's
don't.
just farmers.
I believe so, and
Okay. So it's-
maybe ranchers. I don't know.
if this was like Craigslist.
You're a real
farm-
farmer? All right. When you skin the beaver and take the castor out, what'd you use it for? Baiting another trap is the answer. The castor smells like fucking shit. It's the stink gland of a beaver in the crotch. It's nice. Pelt's good. The castor smells like shit. But if you want to get another beaver in the trap, you gotta bait it with the thing to piss off the other beaver.
That's why I'm going to Joe's when the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
I have to be honest.
Who wants to
I'm
eat?
going to avoid him completely when the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, no, Joe may be on the list. of
Right,
places
that's what
where
I'm
you may
saying.
go if shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
It's,
Didn't you bury a bus or something in your backyard?
Shut up.
You got David Koresh over here.
back here, I have a safe house, but it's not as cool as Joe's. So
Safe house.
Joe's, yeah.
Is that a dilapidated building that
No, it's,
the city says you're not allowed to call a house anymore?
it's a buried enclosure, but it's only a garbage can. that you can get in.
Safe houses
Yeah.
with Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's buried in the backyard
Yeah,
with a
There's
hooker in it.
There's not enough room for his kid or anything. Like,
no.
no, I don't need you.
Something's got to hold the lid on.
Yeah, he's got his own little plastic Tupperware over it buried.
Sing Ice Ice Baby one more time, fucker.
Oh, no
I missed
idea.
you guys.
No idea how much. You don't realize how much you want to physically beat your child until you're a parent.
Oh, you got to meet my dad.
You're not, but you're not a parent. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what.
No, but I've had a couple.
Yeah, well,
I had it
parents?
coming. I know. I gotta say, my parents were very nice. I'm not gonna say claim reviews. I had it coming. My dad whooped my ass one time because I took my brother's compound bow outside with the hunting tips and all that, with the ones where they hit you and you can't pull them out because they expand on these anyway. And I was shooting them straight up in the air.
Oh, that's great.
While throwing jarts at the same time.
Yeah. No. I was. He came out on the deck with like his coffee in the morning. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I just play." I was a kid. You know, a little kid. I could just barely pull the compound, and I was shooting straight up in the air and watching him come down.
Huh.
I was in special ed later. True story.
He might be killing himself right now. We don't know.
Oh, he kicked the shit out of me because he had custody of me for like the weekends, and like I fell through thin ice when I was with him. I drowned in Florida with him. I'm shooting things up in the air. Yeah, I was. He was not attentive.
Not attentive, or you were an asshole.
He was very good. But, well, I was curious.
Well,
you know?
how old were you when you were shooting the compound bow straight up in the air?
19. Maybe 6.
All right. He might not have been attentive, but I mean, Jesus, for a kid to go out and figure out how to operate the compound bow and shoot it in the air several times means he's a little bit less than not attentive.
Yeah.
He is special.
Yeah, I don't know where my dad was.
He was out getting a pack of cigarettes.
By the time he found me probably.
You're just lucky he came back.
By the time he found me doing shit, I was already neck deep.
Yeah. See, I didn't. I got caught after the fact so many times because my mother knew everybody in town. Like my claim to fame.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I mean,
what are you trying to say?
My claim to fame was we got a lot of snow, and I climbed up on my roof because there was that much snow that I could do that, and brought a sled and slid down like 2 tiers of my roof, and there was only like a foot drop from the edge of the roof to a snowdrift, so it's not like it was dangerous. But just because I was on top of the roof before my parents got home, right after school, but the neighbor looking out the window, that one didn't have to travel far to get back to me for my lashings, if you will.
It's always the neighbor.
Yeah, well,
you never expected him.
I would do something almost in another town, and my mother would know because she just knew too many people.
Right.
It's dwindled in age, as the years. But when I was young, I couldn't get away with shit. Like, I knew she knew Rotterdam cops. I'm like, I'm not hanging out with Rotterdam cops.
And if you are, it's a bad night. She's probably going to find out anyway.
I was hanging out with troopers. She didn't know until the insurance company called her a month later. We're taking him off the plan. Boo.
See, my mom's plan, every time I came home when I was a kid, her rule was she fell asleep with the TV on. And whenever I came home, I had to go into her room and turn the TV off. And that was,
easy task.
Sometimes,
easy task, many of challenges.
Right. And it never failed. I came home drunk a lot. And when the nights that I was drunk, I would just kind of stumble my fat ass in there, hit the power button, stumble. Night, Mom. Never. Every time I came home sober, though, she's like, "Have you been drinking?" Just screaming at me. And I'm like, no. That's what you always say. Well, you need to wake up. I don't know. Oh, it was a mess.
Just turn your TV off. Go back to bed.
Right.
That's the deal, right? I turn the TV off. You stay asleep.
This is a dream. Shut the door quietly.
This is a true story. I grew up, I guess, kind of like some of the small towns up here. We left the doors unlocked. There was no need to lock it.
That I never understood. I haven't been any part of my life where I was that secure to leave anything open. And the one time I did, my car got broken into. And I didn't even I mean to leave it unlocked, because sometimes you get out of your car and this guy doesn't put his seatbelt on after.
In the Adirondacks, the only thing that's black are the bear.
It ain't.
Just a heads up.
Still. So I think
it was Joe.
5 years without having a house key. Like we never had a house key.
Wow.
Seriously, I've been to Cape Cod and Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket. There's more black people there than there are in the Adirondacks.
Okay.
It's just an observation.
I just can't wrap my head around not locking the door.
Yeah, that's where
Like
I'm
at
at.
night or something.
don't.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Somewhere in Lake George, there's a house. I guess like they haven't. My aunt and uncle haven't had a key ever.
Wow,
Like I don't think they've ever had a key.
that's crazy.
So we can't broadcast this. This is going to become a new fad for burglars. Just houses in the middle of nowhere because there is no house key.
Well, it's because they know those are the people with the guns. Or they should anyway.
Good point.
You do your homework. You wait till they're not there. Take their guns.
All right. Well, listen. You don't need to be giving pointers out.
Yeah, that's all right.
Meth heads don't.
I didn't know these were pointers. I figured they were common sense.
Well,
So I guess
someone new into crime, just
because I'm so heavy into crime.
got them warmed up there.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I can take care of myself. I lock my doors.
Yeah, that's easy done.
I don't want somebody just being like, "Hey, it's open." Hey, go fuck up.
Dickheads randomly like
Yeah.
on my road, and this is where I'm at. Just check doors.
Well, I have to tell you, this is like I've only been to Schenectady a couple times. Going down your roads, I'm gonna lock everything and bolt it too. I mean,
it's not
like I'm afraid that the shit in the back of my pickup truck is already gone, and all I have is shit holding the weight down. I got like bricks of cement in there, and I think it's gonna be stolen.
You'd be
What-
surprised.
what
There
do
are
you
people in
got?
Schenectady
Just
walking by shaking from the meth going, I could use bricks for weight and fucking just take that shit making nonsense.
What is it, Troy Boulevard or where the bowling alley and Mike's hot dog? Holy shit,
Erie.
that's
Erie
Yeah.
Bowl.
oh yeah,
Erie
that's
Bowl.
a scary little street.
No, that's kind of city life. That's very historic. You got the stockade.
Historic. A lot of murders have taken place there.
A lot of old unsolved crimes.
Cold cases they're called out
Mystery.
there.
Unsolved Mysteries had their own office
Not
there.
because it's high in crime, just because it's been there for a long time.
Of course, it's high in crime. There's fucking train tracks running through it.
Can't hear the gunshots over the train tracks.
I'm gonna rob the Stewarts and ride the rail.
It's like all the old movies is like whenever someone wanted to go to a town and get in a little, trouble or a little, they always went to the bowling alley. And I swear to God, if I wanted to get a card game or some bullshit like that here, I'd go to that bowling alley.
Boulevard Bowl.
Oh yeah, it's got bullet holes.
there is a few bowling alleys around here, isn't there?
There's one in
Boulevard,
Altamont.
there's
Yeah,
one in Altamont.
There's a couple. There was a couple
Yeah.
more up until a decade or so ago.
Yeah.
But the bowling fad. I mean, Sportsman's is still there.
Sportsman, yeah, I forgot about sport. Yeah,
That's where I
Got
got
a lot of bowling alleys
a
here.
few too many bowling alleys. He's
Bowling
right.
alleys and car dealerships is all Albany has. Holy shit, could that guy buy more airtime?
No,
It's gonna
No.
be huge.
Yes, he could, but I think half of America would then finally kill him.
he needs to
Isn't-
start putting
he's-
Maddie on. more,
What
is
do-
what
I,
it is.
I heard he was in Texas. Billy Cordero is what he calls himself out in Texas.
I've never seen him. One of the girls that does a commercial for the Faciligo, the girl,
Caroline?
yeah, she actually does commercials down in Dallas also. So maybe, but I've never a guy like that in Texas, and I couldn't imagine anybody buying a damn thing from him.
Well, that's why I say, like, he's not Fusilier doesn't do that there. That's the character he does here. Like, out there is Billy Cordero or something. But she's out there.
I've
also.
heard that name before, so perhaps maybe it is. But if he talked like that down there,
Oh, no, no, it wouldn't sell there. That's not the market for that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
because
amazing. What's
they
her
would
name?
just laugh at him.
So what's her name?
I would never buy anything from him.
So what's her name?
Carolyn?
Caroline?
Yeah.
She went to Texas. That's good grazing.
Yes, there's like a big dealership up in Plano. Yeah, I've always thought that she was, looks like NFL babies for me. She looks like she's pretty tall, good stock.
Oh, yeah.
And every commercial on the radio I hear with Billy and Caroline, they're talking about how drunk she gets. Those are my
Do they really?
favorites. Oh my God!
That's
Like,
awesome.
over the summer it was bad because they start talking about like all.
I
The
can't wait for him to
cruises
get
and stuff.
horrible.
We're gonna go
Just-
on the cruise. Oh, Caroline, you got so fucking drunk last time. It was fucking awesome. Yeah.
He slept
I
through your
haven't seen that.
miscarriage.
I just like the fact that he's going on TV. Like this is going out to hundreds of thousands potentially of people, and he has no fucking clue what he's gonna say.
No,
He's
it's all
like,
implied.
"Hey, what time do we come into work?
His
Like,
son-
how do you not know what time
his
your
son-
dealership starts work?
His son doesn't have the gift of just stupid improv.
No, it's skipped
He's
that generation.
He's a stuttering mess, and he tries. He's getting better.
He is not a salesman
But
at all.
well, I don't know. He's
He
getting better.
he had one spectacular fuck up that I think everybody remembers. It aired like maybe once or twice, and they were like, "Hey, you got to stop playing that." And it was a Domestic Violence Awareness Month. That was what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to donate money to it, and the take was, "I'm going to donate this money to Domestic Awareness Violence Month," and it was like he swapped the word. It was like, beat her up, we'll donate.
It's like that's the month before. That's September.
Yeah, that was the amazing the best fuck up he's had. Domestic Awareness Violence Month.
Poor kid's
No,
dyslexic.
Take two.
I just look at
Yeah.
that guy. No, he said it the way he meant.
Right? Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I would have been like, we could do another take, but
I don't know how
No,
much.
one take, only one take. We're doing it live.
Right.
Fuck it, we're
We're
doing it live.
I don't know how much fun we should make of this guy because he
you
legitimately scares me. He's
you
connected.
heard me. I've been doing that shit for 4 years almost. The Billy Fusilla, like, oh yeah, you guys hear Billy Fusilla died at my opener.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the show. Like, didn't that feel
Yeah,
good for a
yeah,
second?
that's-
Everybody.
That's his.
And I go into this tirade about him and doing coke off his wife's tits with his
I think we have
kids.
that
Stuff.
recorded. Like the first, was it the first time you did it? When you got the Billy haters or the Billy lovers?
Yeah, the one lady. The one
There was-
lady at every show I've
No,
done.
there
I've
was
done.
the one
I've
lady,
done
but there was a couple of people. The original night was always at the same place.
yeah,
but
yeah. He's a great man.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He brought us all on a cruise.
Yeah, he didn't. I was like,
And
he
then
didn't
raped
cure
me.
anything. He's not fucking.
He could have like housed the homeless people for
Yeah.
like 5 years with that, but no, he took
Yeah,
us
well,
all on a
like
cruise.
I
It was
guess-
wonderful week and a half
We
of
got-
decadence.
We got smashed with Caroline. It was awesome.
He's a great man. I'm like, he's not George Washington Carver. He's not a fucking great. He didn't discover shit. He takes your money for profit.
Well, discovering peanut butter now might be like a bad thing.
No, it's awesome.
It kills kids now. I mean, back in my day, peanut butter was something
Peanut
you put
butter,
on a sandwich.
strawberries. My kid has fake peanut butter. Tastes just like peanut butter. My kid says, because I haven't tried it. Fuck that. I ain't.
Fuck that.
Is your kid allergic to peanut
No,
butter?
but
Then
he can't.
why?
But he can't bring it to preschool.
Right.
Other
So,
kids, other
that's
kids.
amazing to
It
me that you
is-
can't
it
bring
is
peanut
amazing.
butter.
It breaks my brain. It's just
That might be the next ism
Yeah.
people have.
yeah,
Like,
it's-
we'll get racism, sexism's gonna stick around, but racism, it is, and maybe that'll be like foodism, like you can't eat mollusks, fag, or something. That's lobster.
That's how I'm gonna start talking to you, Joe.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm allergic
Yeah.
to lobster. As that, I was referring to myself,
Yeah, that's. There you go.
except for the back part.
Mike, it has been fantastic having you on the show. The hour goes by fast.
Oh, is
That's-
that it? All
yeah,
right.
The hour.
Well,
yeah,
fuck
well,
y'all too. I thought I was getting kicked out of here or
No,
something.
Do you have
Uh,
any food allergies?
No, I have drug allergies.
Look at me. Just
No.
I shovel the shit in, and
No.
whatever happens, happens. Allergies, diarrhea doesn't matter. I'll pass. All things shall pass.
Got any shows coming up?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have several shows. Can you stall for me for a little bit?
No,
All right,
we're
talk
all
about
good.
something for a second.
So,
So when cum goes stale,
Oh, come on, guys.
so Dirty Disco Ball.
That's me.
yes, disco ball.
We might as well go. Jefferson,
Sorry.
got anything cool coming up? You doing anything cool this week?
No.
Nothing?
No, not that I can think of. Whatever comes up. Maybe
you-
leg day. Yeah.
Like, just it's just
Leg
another
day.
routine for you.
Yeah.
Looks like Mike is ready.
That's how you know you're single if you got leg day.
That's right.
You're looking forward to it too. Yeah, actually, I have several shows coming up on the 16th. Got 2 shows at the Lark Tavern. It's 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Dan Frigioni or something like that. He's a really funny comedian out of New York City. He threw a contest up here a couple of months ago. It should be a really fun show. Lark Tavern in Albany. There on the 28th. I am going to Vermont for I think the very first time in my life. I might have went as a kid. I'm going to Killington, Vermont at the Outback Pizza Joint for the Snowplow Comedy Contest, which obviously when of this contest, there's going to be a great comedy show because everybody brings out their A-list.
In the snow.
Right.
The
And then
snowball comedy. That's when you spit cum into somebody else's.
And then my app just ended. I know I have one more show. It's in Lake George at it's a theater, a movie theater. I can't remember the name of it right this second. My thing closed on me. It's going to be the first time they've done comedy out at this location, brand new place.
Excellent. That's always nice when it's the first time. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah, exactly. We got actually the guy from Albany, Funny Bone, is coming out. He's going to be doing a performance there. I'll be there. There's some other really good comedians from the local scene. If you can make it out, this sometime this month, just look it up.
Look up Mike O'Donnell on Facebook.
Michael O'Donnell.
Michael O'Donnell.
Right. I don't do a whole lot on there. You might see some pictures of Lucy, and I'll try to insult some Republicans. So I don't know how far that'll fly up here.
Yeah, you're in. I don't know. It's I don't know. We can get into that conversation later.
What's that?
No, the Republican versus Democrat demographic in the.
She won the popular vote.
There's a-
Now I'm going to change my tampon.
There's a weird mix up here.
Yeah, it's a crazy mix, and the more rural you get, the more
it's-
Trump it goes.
Yeah.
That's what I found in the area. Joe, you got any shows coming up?
Yeah.
You got
December 17th.
where?
Glens Falls.
That's the one I was talking about.
At the
190.
190.
It's
Ooh,
190
There you
Glen
go.
Street.
look at that. We brought it
Catherine,
back.
he's there. See, I didn't even know he was there. See how much better this show just got in
Yeah.
20 seconds.
What?
This
Okay.
thing.
Nice. The cheer with Tourette's.
Mike, thank you so much again for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We'll have you back on soonish.
Yeah, you should.
We'll see. We'll see how.
How
the-
funny
how
would
the
a
rush
cheerleader
goes.
with Tourette's be?
That was in a
That'd be
movie once.
And that thing that kid Googled, he does internet security for schools, stuff like that, real quick. The Down syndrome gun.
Ah,
Oh, that was great, man. If I could have a gun that shot Down syndrome,
make my
Oh,
day
yeah.
a lot funnier.
there'd be a lot of Eli Mannings around.
It would just sound like thump. Yay! Thump. Yay!
Yeah, that'd be it. Thump. I'm an orange.
Yeah.
Banana, you glad I didn't say that again?
Banana.
Make sure to check out our good friend Dave Canyon's podcast, the Dumbing It Down with Dave.com.
Yay!
He's got like 41, probably 3 shows.
Catching up to us.
He is catching up quickly. The fastest podcast on earth, telling you how life ought to be. The one and only Dave Canyon. And check out revolutionvapor.com for all your vaping needs. Thank you all for tuning in. My friends call me 3D. We will see you next week right here on Pipe Dream on the Comedy Pipe Radio Network.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Liz? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
FarmersOnly.com?
Yeah.
How do I know you're a real